In this Q&A video, I'm going to answer the question, is an open-sided car park classed as outside for an EV charge point? This question relates to a video that Gary and Gordon made on the Zaptec Pro EV charge point with its ingenious powerline connection, allowing you to hook it up to the internet via the supply cable. It's clever stuff, so check that video out after watching this one. This is a really interesting question, and when I put it to Mrs. R, she said, well, it's more outdoor than indoor, and you wouldn't want to live there. So that's one point of view, but we'll see what any technical sources might have to say about it. Now, I know how much you all love a yes or no answer to a question. However, as is often the case in the electrical industry, the answer to this will depend on various factors. So to start to find the answer, I'm going to look at section 722 in BS 7671, which relates to electric vehicle charging installations. Regulation 722.411.4.1 states that a PME earthing facility shall not be used as the means of earthing for the protective conductor contact of a charging point located outdoors, or that might reasonably be expected to be used to charge a vehicle located outdoors, unless one of the following methods is used. The main earthing terminal of the installation is connected to an installation earth electrode complying with Regulation 544.1.1, and the resistance to earth shall be such that the maximum voltage does not exceed 70 volts. Protection against electric shock is provided by a device which electrically disconnects the vehicle from the live conductors and the protective earth within 5 seconds in the event of the voltage between the circuit protective conductor and earth exceeding 70 volts due to an open circuit fault in the PEN conductor of the supply network. Protection against electric shock is provided by a device that electrically disconnects the vehicle from the live conductors and from the protective earth within 5 seconds in the event of the utilisation voltage at the charging point between the line and neutral conductors being greater than 253 volts or less than 207 volts, or creating a TT system for the charging equipment or the whole installation. And that last option is actually a little controversial and actively discouraged in note 3 of that section. Also, there used to be an exception for balanced three-phase loads. However, this was deleted in Amendment 2 of the 18th edition of BS 7671. We've created a video on just why it was removed, so check that one out after watching this video. The reason for this requirement in Regulation 722.411.4.1 is because of the risk of electric shock in the event of an open circuit fault on the electricity supplier's PEN conductor, which can cause metalwork connected to the main earthing terminal, or MET, to become live. So if an electric vehicle is being charged outside where persons are in contact with the general mass of earth, which is the literal earth we walk around on, this poses a risk of electric shock because the metal bodywork of the car is connected to the MET via the circuit protective conductor. Then, in the event of a PEN fault, the bodywork becomes live, so someone touching the car and the literal earth we walk around on will receive a potentially fatal shock. So it's a good question as to whether an open-sided car park is classed as outside, because installing earth rods in a car park sounds challenging and possibly not the best solution. So is an open-sided car park outside or inside? It's an important question because remember that Regulation 722.411.4.1 stated that a PME earthing facility shall not be used as the means of earthing for the protective conductor contact of a charging point located outdoors, or that might reasonably be expected to be used to charge a vehicle located outdoors, unless one of the options mentioned earlier is used. So if the vehicle connected to the charge point will be indoors, then no further PEN fault protection is necessary. So at what point does indoors become outdoors? Well, there is a little bit of guidance in the Code of Practice for Electric Vehicle Charging Equipment Installation published by the IET, and it states that for electric vehicle charging equipment installations supplied from installations with a PME supply or part of a TNCS system, the charging equipment may be connected to the PME earthing arrangements if the charging equipment is located inside the building and if it can be ensured that the vehicle being charged will always be within that same building. So far, so familiar, but then look at what it says inside the brackets. For example, an underground car park, multi-storey car park, and so on. So this would seem to suggest that an open-sided car park is classed as inside, as most multi-storey car parks are open-sided. However, on the other hand, I think it's possible that many car parks that are open-sided would be considered to be outside if contact with the general mass of earth is still possible in some parts of a car park, for example, on the ground floor. And even though open-sided car parks are partially protected from the elements, there will still be variations in temperature and humidity, and very importantly, the presence of water that could make it difficult to demonstrate that the location is inside. The different car park structures in the UK make it difficult to say if an open-sided car park is inside or outside generally, so in the absence of specific guidance, I think it's best to consider each installation individually and to take care when designing the installation. Personally, I'd always err on the side of caution and make sure that I installed some PEN fault protection to an EV charge point installed in an open-sided car park, such as this one right here from Matty. Thank you very much for watching.